What's going on, guys? Bearded Finds here, and we're in the city of Dunnellon, and just to the right of me is something really special, Rainbow Springs. We're standing here in Rainbow Springs State Park. Thousands of years ago, Native Americans were using this spring right behind me to travel up and down and reach the Withlacoochee River for hunting and trading and whatever they needed to do. It was basically the highway of the times. Thousands of years later, when man finally came to this spot, they found fossils from mastodons and woolly mammoths. Once that happened, it was sold to somebody privately, and that person opened up a theme park. And from around 1930 to 1974, a theme park themed after Florida and everything that Florida has to offer was here. Once 1974 came along, that theme park was no longer. Today, it's now a state park. Today, as we're walking around, there's some man-made features here, like a waterfall that we're going to go see. That's not necessarily natural, but it adds some beauty to what used to be here. And also, while you walk around, it's interesting to think about how this used to be a theme park. So here we're down at the bottom of the springs here where you can go swim, and there's some people over here that are taking a dip. So let's go kind of take a look and see who's jumping in the spring today. It's a high of 61 degrees, so in Florida that's pretty cold. So you can see people behind me are actually swimming, but it's important to remember that the water is year-round 74 degrees. So while it might be 60 degrees outside, it's actually warmer in that water than it is out here. Kind of like jumping into a hot tub or something like that. So getting in is probably pretty easy. Getting out is probably very hard. They leave the springs open all year, and you can come and jump in the water. Doesn't matter how cold it is outside. It could be 25 degrees outside. If you have the urge to come jump in the water here, you're more than welcome. Pretty interesting little cove here. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a fish swimming around, and that is not a reflection. That is blue water on top of white sand. If you follow this path all the way back, you'll find a shelf of kayaks and a team of people willing to rent you one. They have clear kayaks, and check this out. You can see right through them, right down to the water, look for fish, or you can go the traditional route and rent a kayak or a canoe that way. Here's your rental prices if you want to rent a kayak. 16 bucks for a single. You can do tandem, which means 2 seats. Clear's 20 bucks. That's pretty good. Not bad at all. $22 for a canoe paddleboard. $16. Very doable.
Who's going in the single? Me.
Got some people here going out now. So we've only walked about maybe 3 minutes away from where I made the intro for this video, and we have been presented with a waterfall. Now obviously this is not a waterfall that is natural, it's man-made, because we know that this used to be a theme park. But let's go and see what this little sign next to the waterfall has to say about it. Seminole Falls says, these waterfalls are remnants of Rainbow Springs attraction era. They were built in 1937 utilizing soil dredged from a nearby phosphate pit. One thing I forgot to mention in the intro is that after this fossil was found, a lot of this surrounding area was mined for phosphate. And because of that, 2 new cities were formed where residents lived, and those are the cities of Romeo and, of course, Juliet. Can't have one without the other.
That way?
Yeah, let's go that way.
Right.
We're gonna take this trail here, see what happens, see where we wind up. Oh, very nice. This is a really nice little lookout area here with a bench and this fantastic view. Just awesome. This water's so clear. GoPro's probably not gonna do it justice, but you can look right into this water and see straight down to the bottom. And there's some blades of grass right there, right in the dead center of the screen, that just look crystal clear. Almost looks like there's nothing between you and it but a thin layer of like water, ice or something. Looks very, very clear. All right, so here is Rainbow Falls. There's a sign here. It says the water to create the garden waterfalls is recirculated from the river. The water cascades approximately 60 feet to create Rainbow Falls, and the rock formation for the falls came from the river. And this flows from here all the way down, up under this bridge. And you can see another one that converges with this. And actually, just to give you guys a good idea, now you can just see how clear and clean and pure this water is. You can see all the way down to the rocks. And it flows out there. So as we're standing here, we're kind of walking around this kind of boardwalk with a little bit of brick here and there, but it looks pretty old. It made me wonder if maybe this could have been a queue line for an attraction. And there's a lot of waterfalls around that are man-made, so maybe something to keep the interest of a waiting, I don't know, guest. We might never know. Well, we've been kind of meandering around Rainbow Springs for how long? Maybe 45 minutes now. And it just kind of keeps going and going. There's all sorts of really pretty places that you can just stop and get a selfie, kind of appreciate what's here. Right now we're towards the top. There's a lot of inclines here, so if you're looking for a hike or a little bit of a walk paved with some inclines, a little bit of a workout, this is a great place to come. And you're supporting our state park system by doing so. So far it's been a very pleasant experience. Somebody who likes to hike in the woods, it's also very nice to kind of just walk around here, you know, take it all in and think about how this was a big theme park back in the day. And actually it was Disney and all the other larger theme parks and the development of the roads in this area that eventually led to the demise of the Rainbow Springs attraction as they knew it. So guys, it's been fun. We've been walking around Rainbow Springs for about 2 hours now, and there's just so much to see. We could probably spend even more time here, but we have more things in the area that we want to go check out. So we're gonna head out of this area right now. If you've never been here, it's definitely worth the trip. So if you're in the Dunnellon area, come on, swing down, see Rainbow Springs State Park, take a dip in the spring, check out some of the history that's here, the thousands and thousands of years of human history that's been on this land, and the fossils that have been found, and the theme park and all of it. Spend a day out here. You'll truly enjoy it. Thanks for watching. I hope you see us on the next episode. Peace.